flu vaccines, certain kind of flu vaccine. And I had to, for the first time, look at all the list of side effects that are on the manufacturer's inserts. And this disease, spasmodic dystonia, was one of the top injuries.
I wanted to show you this. So I saw this video, and we've done episodes on the flu vaccine. And Robert Kennedy says that his condition with his voice, well, here's what he says.
A neurological injury in 1996 when I was 42 years old. And it's called spasmodic dystonia. And I never knew what happened. The doctors would ask me, did you have a trauma? And then about 3 years ago, I was litigating against the flu vaccine. I was preparing a complaint against all the companies that made flu vaccines, certain kind of flu vaccine. And I had to, for the first time, look at all the list of side effects that are on the manufacturer's inserts. And this disease, spasmodic dystonia, was one of the top injuries.
I did not know that. I did not know that. I mean, until I saw that video on Twitter the other day, that spasmodic dystonia is one of the side effects that's listed from the flu shot. And, you know, they've now shifted, even before RFK got to HHS, they've shifted from saying that the flu vaccine will stop you from getting the flu, which is what I was told for my whole life, that you take the flu vaccine so you don't get the flu. And now they've shifted to the old, oh, no, it's just supposed to lessen your symptoms. Well, here's a Cleveland Clinic study they just did, and it turns out not only does it not stop you from getting it, but guess what?
If you want to watch, large study at the Cleveland Clinic found out that the flu vaccine, the influenza vaccine over last winter, wasn't that effective. In fact, it had a negative efficacy of 26.9%. In other words, if you took this flu vaccine, you were 26.9% more likely to get influenza. Now, unfortunately, the paper doesn't give us details on how much money the pharmaceutical industry made from selling this vaccine with negative efficacy, nor does it list the side effects that occurred from this vaccine. But I would say that the side effects from this vaccine will be considerably less than it were if it was a mRNA type vaccine. It's not. It's a dead virus type vaccine. Now,
so taking the flu shot actually has a almost 27% more likelihood that you will get sick than if you don't take it. Yet they're still pushing it. But the good news is, I wanted to show you this. As soon as he took over, this is from February. I didn't know about this because they don't talk about it in the news. I just found this out preparing our segment for you today, is that the Trump administration yanked the CDC flu vaccine campaign. They had a advertising campaign to get you to take it. And the CDC is stopping this is how NPR referred to it, a successful flu vaccination campaign that juxtaposed images of wild animals such as a lion with cute counterparts like a kitten as an analogy for how immunization, I can't believe they still call it immunization, can help tame the flu. The move comes during RFK Jr.'s first full week on the job as head of HHS. Now that's good news, right? So at least even though they haven't pulled the flu vaccine, they pulled the advertising campaign for it, right? So I didn't know about that. That happened in, when did that happen? When is this from? That's from February. That happened in February. Isn't it amazing how they kept that a secret that they did that? But go ahead, take it. Say what you'd like to say about that.
We can take a wrecking ball to all sorts of things in the government, but we have to tiptoe in HHS. That's my takeaway. I mean, that's a step in the right direction. I'm not complaining, but I'd like to see more.
Okay, so we'd all like to see more. In fact, so that's good. I just want to, it's a mixed bag so far. right? And, I'm sure wading through, that they have to make a play. Like we can't just go in with a wrecking ball and do everything, or else it's going to create too much political damage for Donald Trump, and he might get rid of RFK Jr. and Jay Bhattacharya and Marty McCarthy. I mean, that's the fingers crossed. That's what I'm hoping, right? And that's what you're hoping too, right?
I think Trump has a lot of power right now, and I think Kennedy has a lot of power now. It's just, what are they willing to risk?
Right. Okay. So I didn't know that about that. That's what's called. That RFK thinks that's what caused his spasmodic, whatever that is called. And yeah, I don't know how to say it, but do you know how to say it?
Spasmodic dysphonia.
That's it. So
but yeah, well, I was going to say, because that's an ENT condition. That's something we see, and that was never taught to me, that the flu shot was related to spasmodic dysphonia.
And well, most doctors do most doctors even read the side effects of a vaccine or the flu shot before they administer it?
No.
No, they're not, and you're not taught to do that in medical school.
Right.
Come see us live in Los Angeles, Buffalo, Toledo, Montreal, Ottawa, Glasgow, Manchester, Belfast, Dublin, London, Liverpool, Birmingham. Go to jimmydore.com for a link for tickets. Hey, everybody, check out this interview I recently did that takes a dive into mRNA and the shocking rise in autism among kids. Experts are finally connecting the dots we've known to be true for years. Tap the video link right here to watch now.